The stock market is off to one hell of a rocky start, and if you're not changing strategies, you could be in big trouble. 2022 started strong and then finished the week with a brutal sell-off, with growth stocks taking a beating because there is an epic move in the value stocks. Since November, value stocks have beaten growth stocks by a huge margin, and today I'm going to show you why that trend is likely to continue and update you on a few stocks that are killing it for us. Let's kick things off with a success story from our Discord.
Now in my private Discord, and on the left-hand side, you can see all of the different channels that we've got, and we're going to take a look at a couple of winners down here. So we're in trades winning right now, and we've got O Interline. Got into these two stocks recently using Jerry's indicator. Really great performance for only owning them 1 week. So on consumer pork, he's up 11.31%, not too shabby. And on San Juan Basin, he's up 8.8%. And remember, that's in just 1 week using our indicators and what we teach here. Next up, we've got Early to Rise, grabs 289% on CUBI option based on Jerry's buy alert, and here you can see the option play that he's got. So that's one heck of a great return, and we're going to be covering CUBI today. And if we want to take a look at that buy alert, we just come over here, look up alert CUBI, pop that into the system, and here we've got the buy alert. It was back on December 28th, so not long ago. Buy alert CUBI at 64.80, added to my position. Scorecard is strong. I know it can be scary adding to a position when the stock is up 3% today, but would you rather add to a winning or losing position? Makes it a little easier being the first day of the Santa Claus rally. So that's taking a look at a few of our recent winners. Not too bad at all.
As always, if you are watching this video and you are not in my Discord, then you're really missing out on our trade alerts, hot stocks, and custom indicators. You see the results every day, so check us out and invest in yourself. We're going to crush it in 2022, whether the markets are up, down, or sideways. And if you notice the new background, that's because I moved again and I'm now in Hua Hin, Thailand, and maybe later this week I'll shoot a short video to show you the new place. All right, now's the time to grab a huge cup of coffee and hang on, because this is not your normal stock channel.
Let's start by looking at our three different indexes so we can see how the value stocks on the Dow Jones Industrial Average are really outperforming the NASDAQ. So if we're looking at our charts here, the one on the left is the Dow Jones Industrial, the S&P 500 is the middle, and the far right one is our NASDAQ. So starting with the Dow Jones, we can see we recently had a nice high, and we can see that after it dropped all the way down to that 100-day moving average, it's hitting higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and hopefully this is going to be a higher low and it keeps going back up. Looking at our Momentum Dream indicator, we can see that we are stacked positive, which means our moving averages are all stacked one over the other the way we want them to go. And if we jump over to the S&P 500, we are stacked positive, and you'll notice we are not stacked positive on the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Next, let's take a look at our buy-sell indicator. Our short-term trend is neutral on the Dow Jones Industrial Average. If we come over to the S&P 500, it is a sell, so that is a warning zone right now, and our short-term trend is bearish. And if we come over to the NASDAQ, we can see our short-term trend is bearish. We're in the warning zone, and 2 days ago we also popped a sell signal. And the next thing we want to look at is how the indexes have performed when we look at our indicators and things are red on red. So if we look at the Dow Jones Industrial, here we were red on red, we popped a sell signal, and you can see it dropped like a rock. And then over here at the far right, we just went red on the top, and we're not at red yet, so we don't know exactly what's going to happen, but if it goes red on red, that would definitely be a bad sign. Looking at the S&P 500, red on red right here, the market dropped, and just now we went to red and we just popped a sell signal, and that means that's the first day of our red. So we are now red on red. So that's a big warning flag, and that's why I'm a little slower to enter long positions on anything other than stocks that have really strong setups and fundamentals. And then our last one is the NASDAQ composite. Here we were red in the beginning, and then we went red on red, and boom, it shot down. We had another real brief little period of red on red here, and we are red on red again. So this is a major concern for us. Now that we've covered the indexes, let's go over a few stocks. Customers Bank, ticker CUBI, this was one of our winning stories earlier today. If we take a look at the TOS bar, everything is green and bright green. We love that. We can see in 1 month they're up 29%. In 1 year they're up a whopping 244%. Our recommended trail stop is 10%, and my current profit and loss on all of my positions is 18.9%. If we come over and we look at the chart, we can see everything is in a great upward trend. We've got a railroad track formed between the 20-day moving average and the red line is the 50-day moving average, so this is what we're looking for. And one thing that I want to point out is I bought a J5 signal, and this is the new signal that I'm working on here. This is the yellow one when I buy, and if I'm selling short on it, it is the red signal here. So we'll cover that and a little bit more later in this video. Now if we come down at our indicators, we can see we've had a very long run of the momentum going up when it fired out of a squeeze, and we're also in the buy zone on the bottom indicator. And it's very common for this buy zone to last for about 6 to 10 bars. So right now we're up past that at 12. So I wouldn't be surprised at all to see this one fade or go sideways. So what I've done is I've tightened up my trail stops to 4%, and we'll see where this one goes. Now looking at Ford, ticker symbol F, on our TOS bar in 1 week, they're up 17.7%, 1 year 172%. And if we look at the chart here, they went sideways for a good while. We had what's called a momentum squeeze going on, which are all of these red dots, and then it fired and it took off. And for the record, Ford does not have good fundamentals right now, but we can play the charts based on the technicals, and this was definitely a technical trade for us. We can see a couple of different buy signals fired in here, and it is now off to the races. Our current profit on all of our positions is 17.1%. And if you were looking to buy, we also have the risk management bar here to help you out. And this is saying if you had a $25,000 account and you didn't want to risk more than 5% of that, you'd buy up to $1,250 of the stock. And then this is what we call our golden question. Will I risk $121 and buy 51 shares for $12.46? Our target profit would be $28.01. The recommended trail stop is 10%, and our minimum profit per share would be $3.57. And again, if you want my indicators, I've got links for those down below, so check that out. Next up, we've got Lyna's Rare Earth, ticker LYSCF. Looking at the TOS bar, it's absolutely gorgeous. Everything is bright green, and just check out these gains. In 1 month, 16.9%, 6 months, 66%, and 1 year, 112%. We can definitely find winners, and this is one of them for us. If we look at the TOS bar, our recommended trail stop is 9%. Our volume is up 50%, and that's comparing the last 3 days to the previous 30. So that's something we love to see on a breakout, and the current profit or loss on my positions are 13.7%. Looking down at our momentum dream indicator, we are in the buy zone. Again, we've been there for a long time. Wouldn't be surprised to see it go sideways or pull back a little. Could be a good time to take profits. On our buy sell indicator, our short-term trend is bullish. Buy zone again, same story. And with a huge move going into value stocks, I thought we'd look at Berkshire Hathaway, Warren Buffett, since he is the king of value. Our ticker symbol is BRK.B. Looking at our TOS bar, it's looking pretty solid. In 1 week, they're up 6.9%, 1 month, 12.7%, and over 1 year, a solid, steady 37%. And then if we look at the charts here, we can see in the last month, these guys have absolutely taken off, straight off. We're trading very high. Just recently hit a brand new high as well. Looking at our momentum dream indicator, our momentum is up. We're stacked positive. We've been here for a long time. Wouldn't be surprised at all to see it go sideways or pull back. And on our short-term trend, the trend is bullish, and we're in the buy zone. And the last stock we want to look at today is Vale. These guys are a steel company out of Brazil. And I wanted to look at this stock to show you how we can make money when stocks are trending down. So the J5 is a new signal that I'm working on. Whenever it is yellow, that is a time to consider buying. And whenever it is red, that's actually giving us a short signal to sell short. And just take a look at these short signals that we had on Vale in the last 6 months. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Some of them are pretty short, like this one right here. Others of them are pretty long, and that's where the big profits are made. So this is another thing that we're working on, and if our markets go sideways or trend down, this is how we're going to be making money when that change happens.
If you have any questions, let me know down below in the comment section, and if you made it this far, have a wonderful day. Smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And be sure to grab up to $250 of free Bitcoin with the BlockFi link below. Go get your free stocks from Moo and Webull, and if you want my indicators or any of the tools I use, those links are all down below. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Peace.